Peace. What's going on, everybody? Give everybody a chance to stroll on in once again before we get started on today's topic. Hope everybody having a peaceful Sunday thus far. Just want to spread a little bit of positivity, motivation, inspiration, empowerment, encouragement, especially during these times. It's been one crazy year. Still got some time left on the clock, though, to turn this year around for you. The power is in your hand. It's all in your mind. It's all in your perception, how you perceive things. You had the control. You had the power to turn everything around. So if it's been a rough year for you thus far, you had the power to change that. You have the power to shift that reality. You also have the power to continue to allow it to be a terrible year for you. So you had a power. You could either choose to improve upon this year and have a better end toward the year, or you can continue to just go downward. Choice is yours. What's going on, Patrick? What's going on, yourself? How y'all living? How y'all feeling out there? We talking about power. What's going on, Sweet Tea? Like, my main focus is to get everybody to realize and understand the power that they possess. Like, you got all the power. I don't want you to look outside of yourself for anything, for any source of power. You have that all within yourself. So I know it's been a rough year, like I said, but again, what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? You gonna dwell on it, or you gonna improve upon it? Today is a new day. Tomorrow will be a new day. What we gonna do to turn this around? What's going on, Zuko, man? Yeah, that's a game changer, that book, especially when you implement what's inside of it. What's going on, Prime Prodigy? Peace, Tamel, what's going on? Reggie the Truth, what's good, man? What's going on with you? But yeah, we dealing with pure power. If you are an individual that needs an outside source of power, or you seek an outside source of power, then this channel is not for you. I don't speak in those terms. I don't tell anybody, I don't encourage anybody to look outside of self for power. Don't do that. We all got that internal power. Whatever you seek, you possess it. So again, if an external source of power is something that you seek, something that you feel like you need, this channel is not for you. I'm not the one you need to be listening to at all. Because you will never hear me instruct anyone to seek outside of themselves for anything. All the questions that you have that need answers, you possess those answers internally. You possess them. You possess that strength. You possess that power. You possess everything. Don't allow anyone to encourage you about anything else. So again, I'm just letting people scroll on in, man. What's going on, TZ Frank? What's going on with it? Before I really dive into the topic, man, before I really dive into the motivation and inspiration for the day, because that's all I'm bringing is empowerment, inspiration, and motivation. That's it, man. That's what we need. That's what we need. All right, Prime Prodigy, real simple with that, man. As far as just vegan, man, you want to just get all your fruits and veggies in there, man. Then your nuts and seeds, almonds, cashews, pecans, walnuts, pistachios, hemp seeds, flax seeds, chia seeds, pumpkin seeds, even sunflower seeds are good for you. Brown rice, quinoa, lentils, all sorts of beans, chickpeas, black beans, kidney beans, lima beans, pinto beans, all of those beans, whole wheat. You roll with those, you will be good to go, and you won't be lacking anything. Sweet potatoes also, that's pretty good. What's going on, Cynthia Wisdom Seeker? All right, so we finna just go ahead. We finna dive on into this topic today, man. All right, so I know you all see the title of this particular live stream, 3 reasons why you will dominate the rest of 2020 and 2021. One reason why I'm focusing on that is because 2020, collectively speaking, has been a pretty strange year for most people. It's been a pretty strange year for most people. It's a lot of things that's been going on that a lot of people view and deem as negative. But again, to me, it's all about perception. And I'm gonna just go personal for a second here, man. Like this whole COVID situation hit, and a lot of people lost employment. My job that I'm passionate about as a trainer, the gym that I was working at, Gold's Gym, they ended up closing down on me permanently. So instead of me looking at that, dwelling, being sad, being all negative and angry and frustrated about that particular situation, I looked at that as an opportunity. I didn't want to be tied down to a corporate gym anyway. So that just gave me the ability and the opportunity to go do for myself something that I've always wanted to do in the first place and something that I knew I was destined to do. So I looked at that as an opportunity instead of just dwelling on it like, oh, okay, man, my gym closed down permanently. I don't have any job. I took that upon myself. I took that opportunity upon myself to be like, all right, cool. This is it. This is my time. And I acted on it. And some people say I may have acted impulsively. It is what it is. But I looked at it as an opportunity instead of something that was just like a negative. So again, it's all about perception. So I know 2020 hasn't been all bad for people, man. There's some good things that have happened this year for people. I'm sure of that, because that's the duality of life. Like, it's not just all bad. It's not just all good. It's a mixture of everything, positive and negative. So we tend to overly focus on the negative, and we really need to stop doing that, because again, like I said, I'm pretty sure each and everybody that's on this thread can point out some positives that have occurred to them this year. I'm pretty sure of that. If I asked you all, what are some positives that happened in 2020, I'm pretty sure y'all can give me a list of answers. Exactly. The fact that you breathe and the fact that you are even able to tune in on the live stream, that's a positive in and of itself. So we really want to shift the focus, man. Instead of us waking up and constantly dwelling on the negative, and instead of us constantly focusing on the negative, we need to shift that. We need to focus on what's good. We need to focus on what's positive. We need to focus on opportunities. We need to focus on our own power and things of that nature. So whatever it is that you had to be grateful for, I want you to list that in this thread. List that as a comment, man. Whatever it is that you got to be thankful for, I need for you to write that down, write it out so you can see it. Think about it. Focus on it. Yeah, exactly. I don't even view myself as positive or negative, man. It's just like it is what it is, man. I'm just an individual that possesses both. I'm gonna have my negative moments, I'm gonna have my positive moments, but I'm not necessarily negative or positive. I'm not good or bad. I'm gonna do some things that people may deem as good. I'm gonna do some things that people may deem as bad. That's life. That's life. I'm gonna have my optimistic moments. I'm gonna have my pessimistic moments. It's duality. It's life. I'm gonna have my healthy thoughts. I'm gonna have my unhealthy thoughts. Again, that's life. It's all about balance, equality. Even going back to supreme mathematics, that's the 6. That's equality. That's balance. That's life. Got to understand that. There you go. You're surrounded by a wonderful group of people, man. You need to embrace them each and every day that you wake up. That's something to be thankful for. So every day, when you find yourself in that rut, when you find yourself entertaining those negative thoughts, then you need to think about those wonderful people that are surrounding you on a consistent basis. Not everybody has that. And life, your talent, and health. There you go. I mean, you got the Trinity right there. That's your holy Trinity right there. Life, talent, health. Anytime you find yourself entertaining those negative thoughts, think of life, talent, health. That's your holy Trinity. It's your holy Trinity. Every morning that you wake up, life, talent, health. You got that. It's your holy Trinity. And there you go, Reggie. There you go, Reggie. Be grateful for the opportunity to be able to effectively work on and improve yourself. Again, don't overlook that. Each and every day that you wake up, each and every second that you are breathing, you have the opportunity to be better than you were the previous day, the previous second, the previous hour, the previous minute. Each and every second that you breathe, you have the opportunity to be better than you were. So never overlook that reality. Never overlook that actual fact. There you go, James. Be grateful for the goals and respect for the efforts, man. Keep putting in that work so you can manifest the goals, and then you can continue to create more goals, even more powerful goals. Like you just beginning. What's going on, Miami Soldier? Life, family, job. Oh, there you go. You good. A lot of people lost a job. A lot of people don't have family. A lot of people have lost life. So you got a lot to be thankful for with those. Simple. Yeah, definitely, man. As we live through life, we gotta get wiser, man. That's whole purpose. Whole purpose. What's going on, Miami Soldier? What's going on, Montel? Yeah, you got to be humble with it, man. Got to be kind of modest with the success, man. You don't want to be big-headed with the success, man, because again, that's going to end up being your downfall. So never get big-headed. Humility is crucial. Humility is crucial. Being humble is crucial. And not humble and modest in a sense where you fail to give yourself credit. Like always give yourself credit, but don't overdo it. Like if you put in the work to get somewhere, acknowledge that fact. Acknowledge that fact and keep it moving. Don't overly focus on that because you still got work to do. That's only the beginning. So don't overly focus on it. Don't feel like you have completed something. You've done. You're accomplished. You can stop now. Nah, we don't operate like that. We don't get content. What's going on, Queen Jake? But let me break down the first reason why you will dominate the rest of this year and then the entire 2021. The first reason why is because now, after watching this video, you will focus on the one thing. I got a book. It's a book that inspired this particular reason right here. And it's actually entitled The One Thing. And this book encourages you to focus on the one thing. And this is how it breaks it down. It asks this question. And I'm going to ask you all this question. And I want you all to answer this question. Think about it deeply, because this is what you are going to focus on for the rest of this year and the entire 2021. And I guarantee you this will change your life. All right. What's the one thing you can do such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or unnecessary? So let me ask it again. What's the one thing you can do such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or unnecessary? I need for y'all to answer that in the comments. What's the one thing you can do such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or unnecessary? Think about this deeply. Let it marinate. Write that in the comments. We all got that one thing that we can focus on that'll make everything else easier or unnecessary. I need for y'all to think about it and comment it. And we gonna hold each other accountable for the things that we write in these comments. All right, Prime Prodigy. So controlling your ego. That's the one thing that you are about to focus on for the rest of this year and the entire 2021. Controlling that ego. That's the one thing that I need for you to focus on. Controlling the ego. Each and every day that you wake up, controlling the ego is going to be the main focus of your day. And I guarantee you everything will unfold from you focusing on that. Montel, we dealing with consistency. So each and every day, you about to focus on consistency. You are about to focus on mastering consistency, mastering the art of consistency. So when you master that, everything else will be easier in your life. And that will just help propel you towards whatever goals that you have. All right, Tamel, we got it. Focus on what you can control. Let go of what you can't. We going to focus on that right there. Focus on what you can control. That's all you need to focus on. That's your one thing. Focus on that. Focus on the things that you can control and let go of what you can't. Focus on that each and every day. All right, Reggie, the true self-discipline and consistency. We going to master those. Self-discipline and consistency. That's going to be the theme of each and every day that you wake up. Self-discipline and consistency. What can I do each and every day to be more disciplined? What can I do each and every day to provide more consistency to my life? Those are going to be your focuses. Procrastination. All right, Cynthia. So we got to wake up each and every day with the idea that procrastination will not happen today. So whatever daily goals you set for yourself, procrastination got to end. We got to get right to the money. We got to get right to the goals. So we going to end procrastination each and every day. That's going to be your focus. That's the one thing that you will focus on daily. So each and every day that you wake up, procrastination is what you are focusing on. Killing procrastination is what you are focusing on. So you cannot allow yourself to procrastinate no time during the day, because that's now the one thing that you will be focusing on. Once you write it down under these comments, you are now accountable for whatever it is that you jotted down on these comments. All right, Bobby, that's your focus. That's your focus. So you got to train yourself. You got to train yourself to stop trying to convince people to think differently. Train yourself, because you can't control that. You can't control what other people think. That's something outside of you, which you lack control over. You can only control your perception of the particular situation and the people. So you can in no way, shape, or form control how people think. So that's easy to focus on. So there you go. Yeah, self-discipline is a big one for everybody. And I need for you all to really focus on that each and every day. Again, that's the one thing that you can do, such that by doing it, everything else will be easy or unnecessary. So if self-discipline is that thing for you, just imagine how easier your life will become once you master the art of discipline. Just think about it, like visualize it. Visualize how easier your life will become once you master the art of discipline. Once you master the art of like procrastination and killing procrastination. Once you master the art of consistency, just think how easier your life will become. All right, Queen J, we got it. Starting the business, working in your purpose, not letting fear get to you. That's all. That all goes hand in hand. So what's the business that we starting? What's the purpose that we working? Because we about to make it happen before the beginning of next year, and all of next year, all of 2020, 21, we're going to focus on growing that business, growing that purpose. All right, Lindell, be mindful of the mistakes. So you got it. So each and every day we focusing on being mindful of the mistakes, which turn into lessons. TZ Frank, there we go. We got it. So staying disciplined. So losing weight and staying disciplined with your vegan diet. So it's all about discipline. It's all about discipline at the beginning of that. Even reading more books is all about discipline. You can sum all of that up, all of your goals up as discipline. So you just want to master the art of discipline. Because once you master the art of discipline, losing weight is going to be easier for you, and you're going to maintain a healthy weight. Then you're not going to stray away from the vegan lifestyle, because it's not a diet, fam. It's a lifestyle. You're not going to stray away from the vegan lifestyle once you master the art of self-discipline. And then reading books is something that you're just going to force yourself to do by default, because you mastering that art of discipline. When you master the art of self-discipline, what happens is you tend to focus on the things that improve self, and you don't stray away from those things. You force yourself to indulge in those things that are healthy for you. That's what discipline is all about. Discipline is learning to do the things that are necessary for your overall health and well-being consistently. What's going on, Redbird? So like I said, that top reason, number one reason why you dominate 2020, the rest of it, and in the entire 2021 and beyond, is because you will focus on that one thing, and you all have jotted that one thing down. So that means not a second or a minute or an hour should go past where you are not focusing on that one thing that you mentioned. You should focus on this one thing each and every day. You should focus on mastering it. Redbird, there you go. Being a true self unapologetically. There it is. That's simple focus. So anything that's not conducive to that true self, discard it. Don't fool with it. Don't entertain it. You're only fooling with things that align with your true self, with your original self, with your authentic self. We're not dealing with anything that's artificial. We're not going to deal with anything that triggers an artificial response. That's what you're going to do. Queen J, well, how about that? Because You know what? That's crazy. I've actually trained a few people that do accounting services, man, and I might actually have to contact you. I might actually have to contact you for that. See, there we go. There we go. Like my gym is starting to pop and be a little successful, so I'm gonna definitely need help on that regards. So there we go. There we go. So we got that one thing that we gonna focus on. So I'm gonna give you reason number 2 of why you will dominate the rest of 2020, the entire 2021. Reason number 2. It goes back to what I was touching on in the last video that I did when I talked about the book Miracle Mornings. It is imperative that you learn to set the tone for your day. And the best way to do that is to master the first hour of your day. Now, if the first hour of your day is like in the morning, because this is what this book was talking about, Miracle Mornings. So it was catered towards people that start their days in the morning. Meaning people that wake up in the morning, then go to work, wham, first shift. Now, if you start your day at another time, like if you like graveyard shift, second shift type of individual, then of course you will have to adapt and adjust. But the important thing right here is we want to learn to set the tone for the day. Master the first hour of your day. Master the morning. That is very crucial. That first hour of the day should be dedicated to you. It shouldn't be dedicated to emails. It shouldn't be dedicated to entertaining anything else but planting the proper seeds in your mind. It should be dedicated to your upliftment, to your overall health and well-being. If you got to start it off by meditating, do that. If you got to start it off with affirmations, do that. If you got to start it off by journaling, do that. If you got to start it off by drinking a smoothie, eating something that's healthy, drinking water, do that. Whatever the case is, do it. The first hour of the day is dedicated to your overall health and well-being, to positivity, to productivity, not to anything that will disrupt that natural flow or disrupt that positive flow. This is very crucial. First hour of your day is dedicated pretty much to your mental health. You have got to start your day off on the right track, on a positive track. A lot of people wake up and they meditate. That's very great. A lot of people wake up and they journal. They get them thoughts down. A lot of people wake up and they actually kind of plan or prioritize their day. A lot of people wake up and they listen to positive music. Whatever you got to do to get the ball rolling in the right direction, then we are going to do that. But it is imperative that that first hour of the day is spent doing something uplifting, something positive, something powerful, something peaceful, something productive. This is very crucial. This is very crucial. This will literally change your life. When you wake up with that purpose, when you wake up dedicated to being peaceful, to being positive, to being healthy, that's going to set the tone for the entire day, man. Like they say, if you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, just imagine waking up on that right side of the bed intentionally. So you have to make it your objective, like your mental health, your mind, like it's not going to look out for itself. Like this is something like you actually have to put in work to protect your mental health. You have to put in work to protect your sanity. You really have to put in work to protect your peace. You have to put in the work to be positive. You have to put in the work to be productive. You have to put in the work to be powerful, to be strong. This is something that's not just going to come to you. So you have to be deliberate. You have to be intentional when it comes to your success, when it comes to your peace. Like these are things that's not going to just come to you overnight simply because you are thinking it. So you have to wake up with the intention that this first hour is dedicated to my mental health. If it's not positive, we're not entertaining it for that first hour. Those emails and those phone calls and all those things that you have to tend to will be there after that first hour. They're not going anywhere. But if you wake up and you neglect your mental health, We already know how that goes because we didn't already had too many of those type of days when we wake up on that so-called wrong side of the bed. When we wake up and we fail, when we neglect our mental health, your whole day is destroyed. And your whole day is a reflection of you neglecting your mental health in the beginning of that day. You could just analyze yourself and analyze your own life to see how accurate that statement is. I can speak from experience. When I wake up and I'm in a rush, or like I overslept or something along those lines. So basically, when I wake up and I'm not able to do things that I need to do that will benefit my overall mental health and well-being, I have a terrible day. I have a terrible day. The worst thing that I can do is wake up in a rush and not be able to cater to my mental health. Every time that I do that, it's going to be a terrible day. Like that hour is crucial. And if you can't do an hour, if you got to do just 30 minutes, that's fine. Something is better than nothing at this particular point. But your mental health, you got to cater to it. You got to cater to it, man. It's like the mind is a muscle. Like if you don't use it, you lose it. Your mental health is the same way, man. You got to cater to it. You got to cater to it. You got to plant the proper seeds and you got to be intentional about this. That's one of the reasons why mental health is the way that it is collectively, man, because we ignore ourselves, man. We neglect ourselves. We neglect ourselves a lot, and people don't want to talk about that. We always want to talk about what other people do that impacts our mental health, like the destructive things that other people do in regards to our mental health. We like to overly focus on that, but we don't focus on the fact that we tend to neglect our own selves. Like that's the bigger issue. How many times do you really sit down with your own thoughts, with your own feelings, with your own emotions? Like how many times do you actually sit down and just sort through everything that's going on mentally with yourself? We do this with everybody else. We know how everybody else thinks. We know how everybody else feels. We know what everybody else is going through, but what are you going through? How many times you sit down and you perform self-therapy and you do self-assessments? You observe self. You observe what's going on. A lot of people cannot handle that. I've had a lot of people tell me that they really can't even meditate because they can't quiet the mind. It's a lot going on mentally. So we don't want to sit down with that noisy mind because we are afraid of what may pop up when we do it. That's why we always seeking distractions. That's one of the main reasons why we always seeking distractions. We got to watch this, man. We got to listen to this music. Like we scared to sit in that silence. We scared to sit with our own thoughts, with our own feelings and our own emotions. So we got to distract ourselves, man. We got to overindulge in things that are not necessarily good for us. That's a distraction. We running from ourselves. And that's the bigger issue when it comes to mental health. Running from oneself, not all the other stuff that people are doing to you. Because at the end of the day, the stuff that everybody else is doing to you will not have an impact if you don't perceive it as such. So you can control that perception. You cannot allow that stuff to bother you. But when you neglect yourself, that's a whole different ball game. That's a whole different ball game. When you have knowledge of self, when you embrace yourself, when you love self, then it really doesn't matter what anybody else does or says about you. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. A lot of times, man, we get in our feelings in regards to what other people say and do about us because of some way we feel about ourselves. Like we haven't fully accepted ourselves. Like we in that miserable state personally. So then when people start attacking us, we feel just like that, attacked, because we haven't accepted ourselves. We don't love ourselves. So we cannot handle that outside pressure. That's why it breaks us down. But when you are confident in who you are and when you love yourself, doesn't matter what anybody else says to you, especially if they saying something that you know is not true. It goes in one ear right out the other. It doesn't bother you because you know who you are. You embrace yourself. You love yourself. So nobody can stop you at that point. But when you don't love yourself, any and everything will bother you. Any and everything will bother you when you do not love yourself, when you don't know yourself, when you don't understand self. So I really want y'all to start focusing on that first hour, that first 30 minutes, the first hour of the day. Again, that's dedicated to you. Whatever it is that you got to do to get into that peaceful, positive space, I need for you to do it. You got to meditate. I need for you to do it. If religion is your thing and you got to pray, I need for you to do it. If affirmations are your thing, I need, if you can do all of it. If you had the time to do all of these things. My go-to affirmations, I got to wake up and I just got to start repeating positive phrases. Got to start repeating. You repeat them positive phrases. I say about 20 times. So whatever your affirmation is, man, you need to write down the affirmation. It should be about 1 or 2 sentences long, and repeat that affirmation as soon as you wake up. I mean, that's the first thing, first thought. First words uttered in the morning should be this positive affirmation that you have written for yourself. You know, I read one in a book, and it was real simple. The affirmation that they repeated 20 times during the day, then 20 times at night before they went to sleep. It was simple. It was, I like myself and something good will happen to me today. Simple. Simple. When you repeat that to yourself each and every morning, I guarantee you a lot of good things will begin happening to you. Guarantee you. Stuff will just start falling in your lap when you just in the morning. I like myself, something good will happen to me today. You repeat that to yourself 20 times each and every morning, guarantee you will see your life change. You will see your life change drastically with that simple affirmation. Yeah, Lindell, proper rest is crucial. But a lot of times we can't get the proper rest because of all the noise that's going on mentally, because we continue to neglect self. So it's a reason why we can't get the proper rest, because we keep ignoring ourselves. We don't empty that cup, as Bruce Lee says. We don't empty the mind. We eating the wrong foods. So it's a lot of stuff that's leading to us not getting that proper rest. We too distracted. We too disturbed. Mind's too filled with nonsense. The mind is too noisy. So we got to learn to clear that mind. Empty that mind. Empty that cup. Once again, just going back to my man's Bruce Lee, got to empty that cup. Empty that mind. That's crucial. That's crucial for proper rest. A lot of people, again, like I said, man, I've even had conversations because of something mentally. Or because they've eaten the wrong foods. They was eating too late at night and little stuff like that, little simple stuff like that. So we got to look out for our health. We got to stop neglecting our health. And then things like proper rest will fall into place. It will be easy. You will naturally get that proper rest because your body naturally strives for it. But like when you go against nature, when you go against the nature, the true nature of your body, like that will end up in destruction. So we got to stop going against nature. Your body has your mind, they have a natural way, natural environment that they seek. But you got to supply it with the proper thoughts and the proper foods. If you don't do that, you will become self-destructive. So we got to stop going against nature, just like you see on the outside world, as within, so without, and all that good stuff, man. So as above, so below. Microcosm, macrocosm. You see Mother Nature. Like when we go against nature, look how nature rewards us. It becomes destructive. And we don't even really need to get deep on that, man. We've all seen those natural disasters, but a lot of those natural disasters occur because people are tampering with nature and they don't want to talk about that. So the same applies to your body and your mind. When you go against the true nature of your body and mind will let you know, and it will become destructive. Natural disaster is what we will call it. So there is no difference between the universe that's outside of you and the universe that's within you. There's no difference. There's no difference. So that number 2 reason why you will dominate the rest of this year and the entire 2021 is because you will start dedicating that first hour of the day to your mental health, to your peace, to your sanity. Again, ignore emails, ignore social media, ignore all that for that first 30 minutes to an hour. Focus on you. Give yourself that time. This is crucial. That social media, it will be there after that hour is up. Those emails will be there after that hour is up. All of that stuff will be there after that hour. Stop neglecting your mental health. First thing in the morning is dedicated to you, is dedicated to your mental health, is dedicated to positivity, is dedicated to peace. Point blank, period. If you feel like you don't have time for it, make time. We're going to make time for ourselves. It's imperative. We're going to make time for ourselves. We're going to stop making excuses. If you got time to make excuses, then you have time to make for yourself. Period. So we don't deal with excuses. We just make time for what's conducive to our overall health and well-being. So we don't make excuses. We just make time for things that benefit us. Period. It's all about perception. So this is going to lead me to reason number 3 why you will dominate the rest of this year and the entire 2021 and beyond. We're going to deal with accountability. Accountability. That's why I had you all write down that one thing. It's accountability. Once you jot it down, you are now accountable for you reaching that goal, for you focusing on that one thing, for you improving upon that one thing. Accountability. I just talked about us making excuses and not making time. A person that holds themselves accountable, they don't make excuses. They make things happen. They make things work. They execute. That is what we are going to do. When it comes to goals, we are going to start writing everything down. Once you write it down, you are now accountable for that goal being accomplished. If it doesn't get accomplished, it's on you. Nobody else to blame. It's on you. Everything that you want in life, you can acquire it. All you got to do, jot it down, figure out the process, embrace the process, and everything will unfold according to that. So it's all about how bad you really want it. There is nothing in this life that you cannot accomplish. Period. We're not going to focus on that. We don't think like that. Whatever we want to achieve, we can achieve it. So once you jot it down, once you entertain the thought, once the thought arises, you are now accountable for it. Accountability. We're not playing the blame game anymore. I don't want to hear any type of excuse or blame as to why you're not improving your circumstances or your environment or your condition, whatever the case may be. I don't want to hear any excuses. If your focus is health, right, and you know the things that you are out here consuming and indulging in are bad for your health, and your health is steadily declining, I don't want to hear an excuse. You have the ability to choose health or choose life over death. You choosing death, that's your fault. If you are choosing dis-ease, that's your fault, because you can easily choose the other side. Easily. It's a choice. We all have. So I don't want to hear about you can't put this particular food item down because of how it tastes. Or I need this, that, and the third. No, you don't. You want it. Accountability. Stop telling yourself you need something that's harmful for you. Stop telling yourself you need something that's killing you and that's destructive. You don't. You want it. Wordplay is crucial. You got to watch what you tell yourself. The moment you tell yourself and you feed that subconscious mind and tell it that it needs this, it's going to act on that. Like, you don't need that pork. You don't need that bacon. You want it. It's a difference. You need that fruit. You need that vegetable. You need that water. Those are things that you need. But you don't need anything that's supplying toxins to the body. You don't need something that's acidic for the body. That's not necessary. It's not necessary. You want it. And you have to announce it as such. So stop making these excuses, man. Accountability is crucial. Every goal that you have jotted down, that one thing that you have jotted down, if a day goes by and you don't focus on it or you don't improve upon it, it's your fault. It's nobody else's fault. It's not those kids' fault. It's not your parents' fault. It's not your cousin's fault. It's not your brother's fault. It's not the system's fault. It's nobody else's fault but yours. There you go, Dynasty. Yeah, the kale chips crucial. I just saw somebody on Facebook post kale chips, so it's crazy. It's crazy how things line up. You mentioned them, and I just saw them on Facebook. Somebody snacking on the kale chips. It's crazy how the world works. It's crazy. But keep elevating that health, Dynasty. You got to keep doing it. Stay on it. Yep, no excuses. No excuses, just execution. That's all. That's my motto. No excuses, just execution. That's it. I don't make excuses, I just execute. If it's something that needs to be done, then it has to be done, period. Period. If it's something that's going to benefit my overall health and well-being, then it must be done. Must be done. It ain't no question. It must be done, so it will get done. Period. I'm accountable. I'm accountable for my mental health. So if it's something that's going to benefit it, has to be done. Prioritized. Yeah, Mac, Dad, working out in the fastest state is definitely beneficial, but you may have to work your way up to being able to do that if you're doing like 24-hour fast. Now, when you intermittent fasting, then it's cool, but it just depends on how you feel. But you got to work your way up to being able to be comfortable while working out in that fastest state. So when you first start doing it, I don't recommend working out too hard. You want to do like light workouts and things of that nature when you are easing your way into transitioning to working out in that faster state. But once you build up to being able to do it, it's a lot of benefits to being able to work out in that fastest state. It's a wonderful fat burning tool, and it helps, again, provide that lean muscle mass. Okay, some black-owned vegan chips. I'm going to have to look into that. I'm going to definitely have to do the knowledge to that and look into that. But again, we accountable. So I don't know what all goals you all got set for the rest of this year. Like, I don't know what you all need to accomplish by the end of 2020. But whatever it is, I guarantee you better accomplish it, or I'm coming after you. I know you all have a few goals that need to be accomplished by the end of this year. I know we all got. Yeah, Lindell, the corporate stress gets to a lot of folks. That's why I tell people, man, if corporate America is, first of all, if you come to that realization that I came to and you realize that corporate America is not for you, then it's just time for you to get out the game. Again, don't overthink this situation. They've instilled a lot of fear in us when it comes to like exiting corporate America because we feel like we need to be in corporate America. We feel like we get a steady paycheck. We didn't got content. We feel like it's consistent. It's a given. It's guaranteed, when all of that is really a fallacy. There is nothing wrong with betting on yourself. Once you bet on yourself in regards to something that you're passionate about, something that you're good at, something that you're talented in, or whatever the case may be, when you bet on yourself, it's hard to lose. It's hard to lose. So we got to eliminate that corporate fear. We don't need corporate America. Matter of fact, you can be your own corporate America. Like, you don't need their system to achieve the level of wealth that you need, that you deserve. You can easily acquire that on your own. Just stop overthinking the process, man. We overthink too much. We overthink too much. We let fear kill us. We let fear kill us. The lies that they have sold to us, we have bought them. It's too easy to generate what you need to generate on your own, especially in 2020. It's too easy. So there is no reason why we should be sitting around entertaining that corporate stress, man. It's too easy to game plan, man, and do your own thing. It's too easy. So don't let, like I said in my previous video, don't let corporate America kill you. Don't do that, because it will. It will suck the life out of you. So don't allow that to happen. And don't think that you need it. If anything, corporate America is holding you back. It's suppressing your greatness. It's suppressing your true power. That's what corporate America is really doing. It's not allowing you to be who you truly are, who you truly deserve to be, who you truly need to be. There you go, Apollo. All of those reasons are crucial and big. What's going on, Bobby Brown? If you got a cigarette addiction, man, I'm going to ask you one simple question. What triggers you to want to smoke cigarettes? It's got to be something that triggers that. So what are your triggers? Is it stress? For the most part, for a lot of times, it's stress. So if stress is your trigger in regards to you smoking cigarettes, then it's time for us to just substitute. Instead of reaching for that cigarette, grab a fruit, grab some vegetables, whatever the case may be, man. Journal, write stuff down, work out. We're going to substitute. We're going to substitute that negative addiction for a positive addiction. But first, you got to find your triggers up. It's certain environments, it's certain types of thinking. It may be certain music that triggers you to smoke cigarettes. So you need to find out what your triggers are. And then you need to minimize or eliminate your exposure to those triggers. All right, Tamil, simply, pre-diabetic. I'm working with a few people that's pre-diabetic right now. Simple. All you got to do is start intermittent fasting. And then you got to watch your consumption of sugar, artificial sugar. And you just got to eat more greens. But fasting is going to really be what saves your life in regards to like diabetes. Learn intermittent fasting. Start intermittent fasting ASAP. And then work your way up to be able to do the 24 to 36 hour fast, or like alternate day fasting. I got people on that 5 to 2 right now. So it's like you eat for 5 days and you fast for 2 days. 4 to 3 is also crucial. Eat for 4 days, fast for 3 days. And when I say fast, it's a clean fast. So it's basically just water, alkaline or distilled water. So you want to start intermittent fasting ASAP, and you will see that condition reverse itself. All right, when you see people smoke, that's a trigger. All right, so I would suggest trying to minimize your exposure to those type of environments or those type of people. You don't really want to hang around other smokers. And then stress, like I said, we're going to substitute. We're going to substitute the bad for something that's positive. So we're going to work out. We're going to eat fruits. Or we're going to eat nuts or seeds, something. We're going to substitute that cigarette for something that's actually beneficial to us. So when you experience that stress, I recommend like journal. I recommend writing stuff down, man. Just getting in that mode. I recommend keeping like a little pen and pad with you, man. And when you feel that stress increasing, man, just write it down. Write stuff down. Drink you some water, just a little simple stuff. Bang out some push-ups, something. We're gonna channel that stress towards something more productive and positive. So it's just substitution. It's all about substitution. So you got to substitute something for that cigarette, something that's good for you. So if you feel like you got to like consume something, then I recommend that every time you get the urge to grab that cigarette, grab a fruit. Montel, you mean fat addiction, or am I reading that incorrect? And Jason Turner, You didn't touch that. That's a very that question is highly debated in regards to how many meals should a man. You got people that tell you you should consume 5 to 6 small meals a day. You got people tell you, of course, the typical American suggestion, 3 meals a day. Then you got people that live and die by the 1 meal a day. What I will say in that regards is you really have it's different depending on the person. Like some people can consume those 5 to 6 small meals a day, and as long as they are clean meals, they will do just fine. Some people can do the 1 meal a day and they will do just fine. And really, it also depends on your goals. It also depends on your goals and then what you are consuming for those meals. So if you eating plant-based meals, and if you eating those 5 to 6 small meals a day and they are all considerably clean, that's cool. If you're going to do the 1 meal a day and have it be a decent sized meal, well balanced, full of healthy foods, that can be cool for you. But in the state that we are in collectively, we tend to be overfed but malnourished. So we are lacking a lot of like vitamins and nutrients and things of that nature. So I will always recommend eating a tad bit more, especially of the good foods, because we tend to be malnourished. We tend to lack a lot of vitamins and minerals. And the best way to do that is to consume the healthier foods. So I'm actually not against like 3 to 5 meals per day when you are eating, but make sure those meals are clean and are healthy. So again, you start your day off with a smoothie. Middle of the day, you have your rice and beans, whatever the case may be. Then in between that, you snacking on your nuts, your seeds, and your fruits. Then you maybe throw down with like some steamed veggies or a salad, like sweet potatoes and things of that nature. So when you keeping it clean like that, you can eat more meals throughout the day. And you won't see no weight gain. You won't see your health decline. You will only see it improve because you supplying your body with what it actually needs. Now, if you're going to eat 3 to 5 meals a day and those meals are going to be toxic meals, then I don't recommend that. I don't recommend that at all. So it just depends on the individual person, and it depends on the goals of that person in regards to what I would recommend in regards to how many meals that person should consume. No, McDonald's fries are not real potatoes. Because the science that they have given you about eating those, eating like 1 meal a day, is that it slows down the metabolism and it places your body in starvation mode. So that's why they kind of discourage people to do that. They encourage you to eat the 5 to 6 small meals a day because it will keep that metabolism going, and that will actually help you burn fat, preserve the muscle mass, and things of that nature. So that's what they say. That's what their science says, which is why they don't encourage people to eat that 1 meal a day, because basically your body will adapt and adjust to that, and it will start to kind of shut down. So a lot of people that will eat that 1 meal a day, let's say you used to consuming 2,000 calories a day, and then you consume this 1 meal and now it's 1,000 calories per day. Like your body is going to adapt and adjust to that. So like your body heat, you may see that decrease because your body is going to have to compensate certain parts of it in order to maintain the burning of those calories that you decreased it to. So it's kind of like a tricky science. So it depends on what the goal is. Like if your goal is weight loss, then they don't recommend that 1 meal a day. Now, if your goal is not weight loss, then that 1 meal a day, like I said, depending on the size of that meal and then the foods contained within that meal, it can benefit you. But just know that your body, your metabolism will actually slow down when you do that. Now, it's the difference between the calorie restriction and then actually fasting and consuming nothing. Like your metabolism doesn't slow down when you consume nothing. It's kind of like it's a paradox. It only slows down when you reduce the calories. But you also with fasting too, another trick that people don't know about that too, like you got to switch up the way that you fast in order to kind of confuse the body, because then if you fast for too long, then your body does reach starvation mode. So you got to switch up the fasting and all that type of stuff too to kind of keep the body guessing, because the body is all wise and exact. So you got to just kind of switch it up. Okay, Dynasty. Okay, the Shopify. I got my Shopify store up some months ago. I just got to promote it more. I got my clothes. I got my apparel on the Shopify store. My Almighty Vegan, Almighty Fitness. I got apparel up on my Shopify store. So yeah, it was pretty cool. Pretty cool setting mine up. But I got like a lot of experience kind of setting up websites with like WordPress, Wix. So Shopify wasn't really complicated for me. I was able to set it up in a matter of about an hour or so. Now I just got to promote it more. People don't even know that I have like apparel. All right, Montel, that's a very, hey, I'm glad you open with that, man. So like what triggers you to want to do that? Again, it always goes down to triggers, man. And once you find out what the triggers are, minimize your exposure to the trigger or eliminate it, and then substitute. So instead of you doing something that you deem as negative, you got to substitute it with something that's positive. And again, like I said, bang out some push-ups. I'm always going to suggest or recommend something dealing with fitness. Bang out you some push-ups, some squats, some body weight exercises. Channel that energy in that direction. Yeah, Dynasty, that stuff can be a little complicated, but you got it. And once you set it up, man, you go ahead and post it on one of these lives, and we all in there. We supporting it. Yeah, Dynasty, that's how I am when it comes to stuff like that. That's why I always learn how to do it, because I can. So then I'm able to go back in and fix it. And I recommend, because I've tried to. I don't even watch videos on the stuff. I just go play around with it. I just got on Shopify and I just started messing around on it. And that's how I was able to just kind of semi-master the basics. I just played around on it. I started clicking stuff. I started acting like a child, man. I just started clicking everything. Like I just got to get on there. I got on Shopify, man. I just started clicking it. I got read like the little help portion of it, man. I was just own it. More time you spend on it, the easier it is. The easier it's going to be to master it. And Sharif, man, yeah, swimming is great for weight loss. Yeah, swimming is great for that. But yeah, Shopify actually was one of my well, no, I don't know. WordPress was pretty simple. So yeah, Shopify was a little different, especially when you used to other like platforms in regards to making websites and things of that nature. But Shopify is good. Once you master it, it's easy. The thing I like about Shopify is it's easier for people to like go in there and place orders and stuff like that. So a lot of people had no problems placing orders on my Shopify store opposed to like WordPress and stuff like that. It's a little bit more complicated, took more time. So we dealing with all-time meal. Intermittent fasting gonna help. Weight loss and diabetes go hand in hand. So intermittent fasting gonna help you drop the weight, which is gonna improve your condition, which is gonna reverse the diabetes. So weight loss and diabetes, type 2 diabetes, weight loss and type 2 diabetes go hand in hand. So when you drop the weight, you are naturally improving that condition and reversing it at the same time. Because again, with diabetes, you want to focus on your visceral fat. So when that decreases, meaning when your weight, the fat loss is getting burned and all that, you improving that condition all in one. So simply by you focusing on that abdominal fat and your weight, you improving diabetes just by doing that. Essentially leading to you reversing it. So yeah, intermittent fasting is a game changer for you. It's going to be a game changer for you. So yeah, it's good to see y'all. It's good to see y'all building, man, on kind of like your goals, man, getting to the money. I like to see that, man. We're gonna be getting to the money. I'm remembering everything that everybody is posting, so therefore I can just hold you all accountable. We gonna drop this weight. We gonna get that Shopify store up. We gonna get these businesses ran. We gonna get these. We gonna conquer these addictions and all of that good stuff. And it's on all of y'all, man. Like I said, y'all got the power to change all of that. Y'all got the power to do all of that. So again, this been a powerful, very powerful stream, man. Y'all posted a lot of powerful comments. Y'all got a lot of powerful goals, a lot of powerful objectives in life. And I just can't wait to see you all accomplish everything that y'all have posted on here. And I can't wait to see it flourish. I can't wait to see it succeed. I can't wait to see you all succeed in regards to all of your endeavors. It's going to be a powerful thing. But with that being said, man, I got some things that I want to get done before the sun goes down, man. So I got some things to accomplish, man. I got some knowledge to attain, and I got some programs, routines to construct. So you all have a peaceful rest of your Sunday. Then you want to have a peaceful beginning of your week. Again, you're going to start your Monday off on the right foot. You're going to dedicate that first 30 minutes to an hour of the day to your mental health. We're going to elevate. We're going to build on the positive. We're going to destroy the negative. So you all have a peaceful rest of the day. I'm out, y'all. I'll probably see you all again Thursday for my next live. And I may go live in between times, man. Just depending if I get a little inspiration, a little motivation, I may come on here and rile y'all up again. If I do that, it'll probably be like on Tuesday. So look out for me Tuesday if I decide to go live. If not, I'm going to definitely be back Thursday. You all be peaceful out here. Remember that. Build on the positives, destroy the negative. Peace.